How's it going, everyone? It's Danque here, back with another tutorial. So in this episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make your first level in Geometry Dash. So what you're going to want to do first, well, as you can see here, I already built a gameplay, but what you want to do first is pick a song. Don't even worry about the name or the background or anything yet. So let's say I want Pursuit. So then I scroll down to where Pursuit is, click Use, and then you want to change the offset. If you want it at motion, it's around 80, 78. I started it right here. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that everything is completely synced and you use the correct orbs, pads, and blocks and ramps and whatever to actually symbolize the sounds that are going on in the music. So this is what I have so far. So of course your level is going to be a lot longer than this. This is just to kind of show you how you should make your level. So second thing you're going to want to do after you have the gameplay is you're going to want to pick a design. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all the blocks that are already there. I'm going to use these invisible blocks, transparent, whatever. And you just replace the blocks that you had set down with these. You can make it wider if you want. I'm just going to stick with this. So as you can see, it still doesn't look very good. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to add some decoration. Let's say I want this right here. So you add this right here and do the same thing for the rest of the blocks. I'll be right back to tell you what to do next. Alright guys, so as you can see, I applied the rest of the blocks to it and the rest of the spikes. So you're going to notice these little spaces right here. This is very important if you want to make your levels look professional. You do not want these. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this section right here and see these little blocks right here. It's hard to notice at first, but for ramps like this, for blocks like this, when it comes out at a corner, you put these. But say I'm doing this or this. What you're going to want to do is use this for this and this for that. So it all fits together. You may notice in some levels that people aren't very experienced with creating it. They'll have little spaces in their blocks and it doesn't look very professional, but that's what you could avoid that. Also, you could notice that the spikes don't look very good right now. So what you're going to want to do to make them fancied up, you could use this. You could use all different kinds of things. What I really prefer is the gradient because it looks really good. And also you could change the color of that. So say I want gray. So as you can see, it looks pretty nice. It looks nicer than the normal ones. Also, if you just swipe, it will straight go to color 1 if it's a colored object, except for these. These go to your player color 1, but you don't have to worry about things like blocks or gradients or anything like that. It will just go straight to color 1. And next thing you're going to want to do is change the background. So I'll just change it to this. And as you can see, the level already looks a lot better. You don't really want straight out white object outlines. So you're going to want to change the object to go along with the background a little bit. Just make it a little bit lighter or a little bit darker than white. And also so it goes around with the theme that you're using. So if you're using red, you want to use kind of dark red and it will look very good. So now it's starting to look together. What you're going to want to do next is fill in the blocks. So right here, this is the section you're going to be spending your time at. So you want to pick a theme at this part. So scroll through the blocks and pick ones that look pretty cool. I'm going to use this one because this is kind of the hardest to go around. So this one has a lot of different ways you could use it in. You could use it in one space like this, or if you want to use it in a different way, make sure that the things match. If they don't, they're going to look something like that. So this is just for the middle of it. It doesn't look very good if you use that for the whole block. But what you're going to want to do, you don't use any of these things for the outline. You use this right here and this to go, no, this is the wrong one. This one right here to go along with it, and then you could kind of do that, and you put these ones in the middle. So that's what you're going to want to do if you have a block that's thicker than 1 block wide. Otherwise, it looks pretty good right now, but you want to add some more detail to it. So what I like doing is I like using the small gradients for the top, and then the big ones for the inside, so then it kind of gives it a shiny look. Also, if you want it to look more shiny, you go to color 1 and you turn blending on. That way, as you can see, it gives it kind of like a brightness amplifier. What you're going to want to do next is, after you have all the blocks filled in, you want to add the decoration. So for the orbs, you go here, and there are lots of things to decorate it with. I'll just use this. As you can see, for these right here, it uses your player colors. So all you have to do to fix that is select it on edit mode, and then do edit object and turn it to color 1. So as you can see, it's fixed now, and you can enjoy building the rest of your level. Also, for the portals right here, I'm probably going to use one of these or one of these. You could use this one if you're going to start out. It looks pretty good, but if you want to get a little bit more techno styled or like deadlocked, you're going to want to go to this section, and it has a little bit bigger than the portals, so you could go on a bigger scale. But you just do this, and you could change the colors. You can make it go like darker as it goes in, but I'm just gonna change it to that just to give you an idea. Don't worry, it's not gonna look like that. It's actually gonna rotate, so it will look a lot better in the end. Also, the simplest block to know how to use in this is either the bricks right here. You could just use this one. Don't use these or any of these other ones unless you're gonna use multiple blocks, because it just looks more professional if you use only these. Also, the plain colored blocks or the grid blocks, these are super easy to use. They don't look very good, but once you use like the gradients on them, it looks pretty cool. If you don't want to do that, you could just use plain old blocks like this. It automatically goes to color 1, so you could do that. Also, if you wanted to like give it kind of like a chiseled look to it, you want to go to your colors and change one of them to black. Then it will look kind of like that. So you could use that on whatever kind of detail you want. I'm going to just show you what it looks like with these other blocks. So as you can see, it kind of trails off. The blocks trail off. So it's a pretty cool effect when you know how to use it. So that's through the details and stuff. You might want to add more decoration. In this case, this level doesn't look very good. So you might want to add more spikes up here. Make sure that you know where your player is going in the level, so he doesn't bump into one of the spikes. But you just add blocks to end it off right there, because you don't want to end it off just in between, because that's not going to look good. But after you do that, you could fill it in, do the same thing right here. To fill in these blocks, you just put the black ones down, and you put the gradient on it and everything. After you do that, it will look pretty good. I'll just cut it right here to show you in the next clip how it's going to look. Also, I forgot to mention that if you go to this section right here, if you don't already know this already, you have all these portals and things to go along with the gameplay. But you may notice that there are coins right here, so you can put them in your level. You can hide them or just put them for free. But this text right here is pretty easy to know, but it's good when you know how to use it. So after you go and edit object and then change the text, just type in whatever. Or you can type in this, and then as you can see right now, when you have blending on, it kind of blends in with the background. So if you do multiple, it will look kind of like that. But if you just do a solid color, it will look kind of like this. It will have a black outline. You could do that with any color. So say I want dark gray. Then you could actually layer it. So this is in the middle now. And the ones that, oops. Alright, so this back one is going to be on the top. And as you can see, it kind of blends in. So this is what the normal one looks like, and when you layer it like that, that's what it looks like. So you could layer it pretty cool. I don't know if this is a good example or not, but if you go in here, you could change the font. I originally used this font for it, so it won't look good unless if I do that. But as you can see, you could do this. You could change it up a bit if you want. If you think the layering is off, you could just change it. Oops. Alright. So, obviously this isn't working right now. There we go. So that's what it looks like. If you change the layering, you need to pay attention to this area right here, the Z order. That's what area it's going to, that's what layer it's going to show up in. So you can layer things all the way up to 999, all the way down to 0. One's on the top and one's on the bottom. The higher the number gets, the higher it's going to be on the layering scale, so it will pop out more than the other ones. So you could use all these tips and it will look pretty cool in the end. It's obviously going to look a lot better than this level. This is just an example to show you how to make a first level and good gameplay for it. So remember to always sync the gameplay with the song, otherwise it's not going to turn out as good as you think. It will turn out way better, trust me. So in one of my next videos, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a demon level. So don't really even bother using this tutorial if you want to make a demon level, because it's not going to turn out that well if you just use these tips. But what you're going to want to do, if you want to use fun gameplay, you don't put any tricky things or anything like that. So say like I put a little tiny block right here and I have to land right there by pushing it. So I have to push it a little bit late, like that. People aren't going to like that. So what you're going to want to do to make fun gameplay, just make it go along with the music first of all, and don't make it too tricky. Make it hard, but not too hard. So say like in Motion is a demon level, by the way, if you didn't know that. You probably do. But as you can see, this beginning right here, it uses the same song as my level, but it's not hard at all. Once you get here, it's kind of tricky, but if you know how to do the robot, it's not tricky at all. And then even right here is pretty fun. So if you want to make like an easy demon level, you'll learn how to do that in the next episode. If you just want to do like your first level, don't even attempt making a demon level for your first level. All you want to do is just focus on the gameplay and the design. Your first level is not going to be like Viperins or Xanthic Alphas or anything like that. It's not going to be as good as you think it will. That's why you have to keep making levels and build your way up. So for your first level, it's just kind of first try on making a level, so it's not going to be that well. It's not going to turn out that well, sorry. What you're going to want to do is, if you're going to want to make a demon level, you need to make at least 5 pretty moderately easy levels before you actually make a demon level, just to figure out what your design is. Don't try and copy anyone else's design. Try and make your own design. I know it's kind of hard. You could get inspired by some other creators, but if you copy them straight, it's going to be very challenging, trust me. If you like try to copy Manix's style for your first level, it's not going to turn out that great, because he has a certain way he knows how to use his style. He doesn't have to copy off of anyone else, even though he may sometimes. But anyways, what you're going to want to do, just find your own style. It's pretty easy to just use a simple style, and then you kind of build off of it using different decoration. But after you got that figured out, after you have like about 5 levels, then you can make a demon level, and then you can watch my demon level making tutorial. So in that video, I'll be teaching you how to actually make a demon level, get it rated, find a good design, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later.